Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on BTC USD. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment the market has just tested a very strong level of monthly support and demand. In fact, from here the market created all this move to the upside. At the moment, we have just tested the exact same zone from which the market has already started to show bullish rejections. So, here on the monthly, we could expect a potential a deeper test of this zone, but anyway, we don't really expect the market to drop deeply below this area. Going down on the weekly time frame, we can see even more clearly how this area was a very strong level of previous weekly horizontal accumulation, from which the market then created all this move to the upside. And at the moment, we are once again trading inside of this zone, from which we do expect a rejection higher. Dropping down on the daily, we can see how yesterday the market did create a rejection. Actually, sorry, 3 days ago, the market did create a very strong rejection away from this zone. And yesterday, we have rejected this green candle here. Now, why is this green candle relevant? Because in all this impulse to the downside, there is one candle not related to the move, which is exactly this green candle here, which we do expect and need the market to break to the upside in order to then create the continuation. Because until we will remain below this previous daily support and resistance, this market will easily drop lower. Now, if we go and see what we have from an on-chain perspective, so basically how Bitcoins are moving on and away from exchanges, and we check here the black line, which is the price, and the blue line, which is the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges, we can see how lately the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges has continued to drop. So while the price was dropping, the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges continued to drop, which means that all the selling pressure that we're seeing is getting absorbed by the market, and possibly institutions are buying those bitcoins and moving them away from exchanges in cold storage. Therefore, overall, I still expect a break above this structure, but until we will remain below this level, as I just said, the market can easily drop lower. But if we will successfully manage to break above resistance after a break on the retest of this previous resistance turn support, this is a very interesting zone inside of which we could be looking for a potential longing opportunity. And the way in which we would be doing that with students is as usual being reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the on-chain data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames. So for hour and lower. Therefore, with students, what we would be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective inside of this area, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish price action to an intraday bullish price action. And if the market will shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market, at that point, we would be adding BTC USD to our watch list. And as soon as the market would provide to us one of our valid entries at that point, we could be looking for a potential long with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis education and update, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.